Good afternoon, everyone. This is Micha Villarreal, Director of Innovative Learning, and we are going to be doing a quick overview of the Engage Me parent presentation for 2016. So what you have here is the actual sample of the presentation on your window. You can get to this by going to this short URL or this short link, bit.ly/Engage Me Parents 2016. So if you'd like to follow along, you can navigate to this in your browser and follow along with me. I'm going to give you a really quick Reader's Digest version of this presentation. The expectation is that all parents are provided this information before they sign the agreement for the student devices or the Chromebooks or HP Streams to go home with them, so they understand what this means for their child for teaching and learning, but also what the responsibilities are and how they're a partner with the campus and ensuring that we have high expectations for all and that learning is extended 24/7. So the first thing is, this is a link to the video that we're recording right now. So if you forget how to do this, you can always click on this video overview and watch the video that we're going through right now. You have handouts for parents that we ask that you prepare in advance of the session if you feel like you need some. You may not need one for every parent. We encourage you to think about that, be good to the environment. They're available in English and Spanish. And here's a little preview of what it looks like. It actually has the information on PowerParent and how they sign in. By the way, they have to have an email address. So if your parents don't have an email address, you may want to consider having a station there, either at registration if you want to have it then, or if you're going to have them when school starts. Decide when those parent nights are going to be, market it to your community, make sure they have email addresses and someone there to help get them in PowerParent. And there's the sample agreement. Do not take these signed. We only take agreements that are digitally signed in PowerParent. So again, parents have to have an email address, be logged into PowerParent, and then they can sign the agreement to check out a device for their child. The other thing we have down here, I've talked about scheduling those sessions as soon as possible. Let your community know. We have sample flyers here for you in English and in Spanish. You can take these, you can make your own. These are just samples for you. You would make a copy for your campus and you could personalize them. They look something like this. And it tells parents in advance about the email, about PowerParent, when the date and time is, and contact info on who to get more information from. Let's go back to this presentation. Here's our phone number here in the office. Again, the grade levels are 3rd through 7th grade. We also have a little pilot at Parkland High School. But here is my number, our direct number in the office if you have questions. And let's go through this. I'm going to go through pretty quick. So here, again, we don't recommend that you show this slide. This is an information slide for the campus administrator, the innovative technology support teacher, librarian, whoever is doing the presentation. This is just intended to get you organized and ready. So here's the first slide you'll show as people come in, maybe have some music going, and then you introduce the Engage Me, One Vision, Infinite Possibilities, devices for kids and for learning. It's great for learning. Talk about the purpose. Really, it's to ensure our kids are prepared and inspired for college and careers and extending learning 24/7. I want to encourage you to read through the notes we have on the bottom. This is just to get you started. If you want to personalize this a little bit, we ask that you may add slides, but please don't delete any slides, but certainly make this your own. So which grade levels? 3rd through 8th grade. Here's our rollout plan from the first 2 years. Use and checkout. We will start using these in classrooms immediately. You should have received your devices, or you will receive them by August 12th. They can be checked out to classrooms immediately. We ask that when you check these out to kids, you may want to check them out once as opposed to checking them out to classrooms, bringing them in, and then checking out to students. So we ask that you consider accelerating the presentation to parents and getting those agreements signed so that you check them out once to students or to the classroom if the parents decline taking them home. They will be turned in at the end of the year. Responsibility. Go through this on your own. The parents, this is like a textbook. They are responsible for taking care of the device. We ask that they help their child. Some of these kiddos are pretty young, so they need to know the responsibility when they take these home. Again, there's some tips for how to care for the devices, keeping them away from liquids, keeping them out of the heat, not loaning it to people they don't know, and not personalizing this. This is a district-issued device and it belongs to the district. Expectations. Please hold kids accountable. Talk to parents about what that looks like, and follow code of conduct. If something inappropriate is happening, then we need to ensure that we're holding the students accountable, and that's policy and code of conduct. We also really recommend that you go through some online safety basics with the parents. Common sense things, have them use them in common areas of the house. Talk about bullying, talk about online safety. Here is a little video. Once you're in presentation mode, up here, that video will play. Make sure you have speakers ready to help you with sound quality. Here's the 3 tips that they talk about in the online safety video. Don't talk to strangers online, don't give out personal information, and don't share your credentials. Again, you may add more here. At the tail end of this, we have a link to an additional online safety presentation that we really recommend you consider adding onto the tail end. Additional resources. Data tells us that about 87 to 90% of our kids have access to Wi-Fi at home, but there may be some families that may not have Wi-Fi. We encourage you to give them the link to the engageme.yisd.net website. This has additional information on instructional tools, some how-to information, and also some information on where to get free Wi-Fi. Although I suspect your families probably already know how to get that. You know, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, McDonald's, all of those places that have free Wi-Fi. So this is one of the last slides, if not the last slide. This basically asks that your parents navigate to the powerparent.yisd.net website, that they log in, and that they sign the agreement. This would also be a good place to ask if they have any questions and answer them to the best of your ability. If we can be of service, give us a call, email us in advance, ask us any questions so you'll be prepared for that. Again, parents need an email address and a Power Parent account before they can even sign the agreement. Wonderful opportunity for our kids, and we encourage you to make this an interactive, wonderful opportunity of learning for parents and for kids. The last slide is optional. It's really important when we're extending learning 24/7 and kids have access to devices at home that we work to educate parents on online safety. We're providing you a link to a NetSmart's online safety presentation. It's rather in-depth. Prepare in advance, look at the slides, and determine what you would like to present. This is optional. You could also send this link to parents so they can learn on their own. We look forward to working with you. It's going to be another exciting year. Wonderful vision, wonderful possibilities for kids, and we'll be out there visiting with you. Again, this is Misha from Innovative Learning. I thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.